You're ready, you may begin.
Travel, internships, volunteering. These are just a few things that a gap year has to offer. Taking a year off between high school and college can be a healthy and enriching alternative to going to college right away. The number of students taking gap years has grown in the United States in the past years. There are many opportunities for productive activities to do during the gap year, and it is even recommended by some colleges and organizations. So the number of students has grown in the United States. Please take out your handout. As you can see, it has data from many different countries on the percentage of students taking gap years. It's a lot more popular in Europe, and note that there's a bigger amount in the UK because I will be talking about that later. But it also says that even though there's only 1.2% in America, it is growing. Now, please put those away. So according to a U.S. News article, the American Gap Association, which is a nationwide organization that's well respected and used by many American students to take a gap year, they did a survey, and it says that 30,000 to 40,000 students in America take a gap year each year. And then U.S. News, so like from the same article, and they're a leading news service that reports on national and international events. They have information from the communication director at the University of Denver, who is quoted saying that the number of students taking gap years has actually doubled for their university in the past couple of years. Another article from Harvard, which is a well-respected university in the United States, says that over 100 of its students wait a year before going there for college, or defer is what it's called. Because there are so many students taking this gap year, there are lots of different opportunities that are available to them as well. So there are many opportunities for productive activities that can be done during this gap year. An article from the Journal of College Admissions, which is a magazine that is focused on educational matters having to do with colleges, classifies 5 different types of people who take the gap year. The worker, the meaning seeker, the pragmatist, the struggler, and the floater. So why is this relevant? Well, basically because it's kind of trying to say that no matter what kind of person you are, there's activities for you to take during the gap year. So it has like different examples, and it says that no matter what kind of person you are, even if you don't fit into that, you can learn a lot and get a lot of focus from a gap year. The American Gap Association that did that survey is an alumni from their organization, and they put together some data. Some examples of activities that these students did were traveling, projects abroad with organizations like Youth International and Pacific Discovery, among other volunteering, and actually 48% of the students that took this survey wanted to volunteer during their gap year. So the study done in the United Kingdom that I mentioned earlier was done by Joseph O'Shea in a journal called Teaching and Higher Education, which is about like educational articles that is pretty respected with teachers because it has a lot of information that can be used. And it says that many in the United Kingdom use this gap year to improve upon themselves, but also many others use it as a break from school. So that's kind of like the negative side of the gap year. A lot of students abuse it, and it could be seen as like the main issue with it because a lot of people could expect other students to be lazy during this gap year or not get things done, not doing these great activities that are offered. But luckily, because there are so many programs and organizations and even volunteering, it's really accessible, so this isn't as much of a problem as it could be seen as. Also, Fitzsimmons, who is a professor and dean at Harvard University, so a well-respected educational official, wrote an article for Harvard called Taking Time Off Before College, and he listed drama, figure skating, healthcare, learning languages, mission trips, sports, and volunteering as just a few of the things that could be done. So it kind of shows how much variety there really is. That same U.S. News article says that students could also work and save money for college, which is actually really important because a lot of students with prices these days can't really afford college, so this could also be a good way to use the gap year. That same article also talks about how after college there might not be very much time to travel and do these amazing things that can be done during a gap year, so it might be easier for some students to do that before they go to college. So with all these activities, it's kind of a good way to spread awareness about gap years, because you could like take a list of all these activities and put it on your school bulletin board, because I think a lot of people aren't really aware of all these activities that are happening. And because of all these activities and opportunities, it's led many colleges and organizations to even recommend the gap year. So gap years are recommended by some organizations and colleges. Fitzsimmons' article about taking time points out how from the time we're about 5 years old, it's always about making the right decisions to get in the right schools, to get in the right college, to get the right job. And it can be kind of overwhelming, always trying to pick the right thing. So like among family time and enjoying your senior year, he says that gap year is another good option for this, to like slow it down and maybe take some time. The American Gap Association shows that there are many opportunities for gap years, and it says that they want students to see those opportunities because they know that students can be successful and this is an enriching opportunity for them. The study that was stated in the United Kingdom also recommends students especially to volunteer during the gap year because they think that's really important. So the number of students taking the gap year has grown in the United States. There are many opportunities for the different activities to take during gap year, and it's even recommended by many colleges and organizations in the United States and abroad. Taking a year off between high school and college can be a healthy and enriching alternative to going to college right away. No matter what path you take, always remember that gap year is an option.
Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you.